The mindset is you walk in there thinking you're going to win. Right? Because usually you get a little thought in your head from somewhere, from someone, you know, and you think it's your own thoughts sometimes. You confuse it with your own thoughts of going down to the pub and playing the pokies and winning some money. So every time you do play pokies, you walk in there thinking you're there to win money. Since I was 17 or 18, you know, I've played pokies, and I reckon I've probably lost tens of thousands of dollars over the years on pokies. There's a lot of people who can't help but gamble. Every time they got money, they have to gamble, you know. Quite often you see all the same faces there as well. The same people who go there regularly. Every time they get free games on the machine or they get a jackpot, it gives them a high, and they thrive for that high every time. That's why they keep loading the machine full of cash, because they're hoping to get more wins to feel more highs, you know. And even then, some people, when they get a big win, they still don't walk out with their money that they've won. They stay there and they spend it back into the machines, and they lose what they did win. I think that there's a lot of things which need to change. They should make, when you get one of those cards, you have to have one of those cards to play a machine. And on the card, it has a maximum bet amount of how much you can lose. So say you get a card and you say, I want $50 to be my limit. You can't spend any more than $50 per day, because you need your card to play the machine, and on your card it says you're only allowed to spend 50. So once you spend $50, the machine says, sorry, you can't play anymore. And even if you take the card out and put it in another machine or at another venue, it won't accept it until the next day. So you can only blow, you know, $50 a day. That'd stop the chronic problem of people being poor all the time because they're gambling on poker machines. They don't want to put a limit on it, these clubs don't, and the pubs. They don't want to put a limit on it because they like having problem gamblers, because it's easy money for them. It's like taking candy from a baby, you know. They figure that while they've got no limit on the amount you can spend, you're going to spend that no limit, you know, until you're broke each time. But if they put a limit on it, people are always going to have money in their pocket. And the publicans, the pokey machine people, barons and that, they're not going to like it, because they're not going to be making as much money as what they were making. You know, instead of like getting $500 out of a person per day, they'll only be able to get 50 out of a person per day. Instead of blowing your money on a pokey, right, you can only spend $50 a day or whatever, right? You're going to be out there at the supermarket buying food, going to the corner deli, going to the service station, topping your car up with fuel. You're going to do all these things that you used to do before playing a pokey. You're going to be able to do it again if they put the limit on the card.